Okay, hello everyone.
Wait,
we'll
hold
start
on,
the
before we start. Who's meant to be recording?
I am recording.
Okay, thank you.
Already?
Yeah, you can start recording if you haven't already. That'd be brilliant.
I'm already recording, dude.
Okay, cheers, thank you. So hello everybody. Nice to see you all here. Large amount of people turned up for today. That's very nice. I hope you're all keeping well. Over the week or so, we've noticed quite a few things that need a little bit more attention to and a bit of boosting up, and other points as well. So if we get straight into it, we've got sub-department heads. If you look on the database, I believe it is page 3. We've got motorbike, gang unit, and I might drop marine patrol. So they're all empty at the moment, so we need some heads for those. If you're interested in becoming a head of a certain department, like motorbike or marine or gang unit, DM Chalice. He'll ask you a few questions about what you can do for the department, have you had any experience, etc. Just a small little review. You may need to provide your own documents, such as SOP in a small database. But they're not hard to fix together, and I'm sure we've got some material to help you out. I haven't been active recently. I've been focusing on schoolwork personally. Glad's been focusing on the server quite a bit because of recent things that have happened. We're all trying to get the server back to sorted out 100%.
In my opinion, so sorted out.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're like clearing up the server PC or whatever you're doing. I've also been dedicating some of my time recently to be doing a training guide. Most people won't be able to see this, but this was for new people that will be joining. I'm going to be making a more in-depth training to help other officers out. Because I noticed, obviously, on when I'm on duty, some people don't understand some of the things things that they need to do, like 1011s, 1080s, just small things in that just need a bit of tweaking and perfecting. Hello, Russ. Russ. So that should be coming out.
Hold on, who's Jackson P? The other Jackson P.
Yes,
We've got two Jackson
we've got
Ps.
two Jacksons.
I'm gonna ask him if he can change it.
No, leave it. It's fine.
Well, Jackson P and Jackson P.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we have Jackson B and Jackson P.
Yeah.
I know that fucking pisses me off. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that training guide, getting it all done, because I know some people might have found it a bit rough in that when they were doing their training. So I'm going to be making it a bit more scheduled. And it will cover absolutely everything that you'll need to know. So if you are willing to take the training again to advance your learning, just contact an FTO once it's done. I'll put it out in announcements that it's done, so you can get retrained. Make sure you know everything. But that's
Charles,
up to you. Yes.
Just a quick ad. Should we make an advanced training tag so that people that have actually redone their training can get that, and it can help boost the chances of getting promoted next time and stuff like that. A bit more trust in the department. If they do their retraining, we can give them on the database an advanced training.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that can go towards a promotion. Give you more chance of a promotion because you know what you're doing.
Dedication
for sure.
Department.
Yeah, because the original one is just basic training, and that just is a quick rush over everything. But with this new thing, it's almost like a revisit to what you learned originally, but you can take it on control a lot more. So we don't have to tell you everything that you need to do. We can just let you do it and see how you perform. So I was talking about 1011s and 1080s. People need to call out the locations. So people need to learn the roads, especially of Sandy. So the ones that are going in behind the station up to Marina Drive, because I'm sure not many officers know the actual names of I think it's 3 or 4 roads behind the station that you probably need to know. Make sure to try and call out which way you're heading. So if you're heading on Joshua, East Joshua, say northeast, southeast, southwest, or whatever way you're going, it gives an indication of which way the officer needs to go to catch up to you if you're pursuing someone. And also if you're on a 1011, it also says what way you're facing. Postal codes, this is more for a 1011. you just need to say that you're on a 1011 vehicle description, your road location, which way you're facing, and then your postal code. That is displayed at the bottom left of your screen. It's also in your mini map. If you escape out of your screen, I think you might need to download a special plugin or script for that. I'm not sure. I think it might bug out, so you might have to do that. I think that's in one of the chats. I'm not sure where exactly that is, but I'll try and get that link sent out in the announcements or information. Asking for backup, I got that one requested from one of my senior officers. I think that's suggesting that you don't always have to handle a scene by yourself. If you need backup, you can call for it. Just 1032s. You got 1099. If you need extreme help, you go 1099. You can get a few more units, like much more quicker. And if you get too many units on a scene, you can dismiss them away. Even if you're not the most superior officer, you can dismiss them away. Say if you're on a 1011 and you've got 4 officers there for, I don't know, speeding over 10 miles per hour, you can kick some of them off. That's also for 1080s, because I don't want to be seeing 7 officers going on one 1080. Probably only 3 or 4 are needed. But you could intervene and try and put spike strips down or a roadblock.
Yeah.
That's up to the person who's running the pursuit at the time.
Yeah.
Or the supervisor. 10 codes. I've got a printable list of 10 codes of penal codes. If anyone wants them, I gave it to Russ earlier. Just DM me and I'll send you the link. They're really easy. You just print them, and it saves you having to go on the database and possibly printing every sheet. So you can just print the 10 codes and penal codes. And they're quite handy. If you just stick them up on the wall or have them laying around on your desk, you can quickly see them instead of having to flip to another screen or whatever. And that also means you'll interact with them more, because they're just going to be laying on your desk. So you can learn them off by heart. Sirens. So I've noticed myself and a few other officers, if you're on a pursuit and you lose the person, you generally go around a little bit code 3, just trying to speed around, trying to find them or whatever. But eventually you do need to go down to code 2. If you can't find them after, let's say, a minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes or whatever, and just go back to slightly slower patrol, you can keep code 2, you can bleep your way through stop signs and red lights if you have to. And if you can't find them after 2-3 minutes, you just go back code 1 and put a bolo out for them. But I don't want to see everyone going after a suspect they've lost code 3 for about 10 minutes. It's loud and you don't know what you're doing, and you're just driving all over the place, and it becomes very unorganized. Panic tune. I don't know if many people know of panic tune. That's a reminder that should have been taught in the training originally. You do /panic tune, and basically you do /panic after that. That basically means you got a panic. What's it called? A siren set out on your location and a waypoint set. It will alert all officers that are panic tuned in, because you get put into a private channel in 5M, and it makes some pinging noises, so you know if an officer is in extreme distress. Glad, could you take? Hang on, I'm just going to 10-1 with you with someone. We also got /loadout. Now, /loadout is new. That probably might not have been taught in everyone's trainings. But basically what you do when you load into the game, you don't have to go into F1 or F4 and find all the guns. You just do /loadout. That gives you a pistol, a taser, a baton, maybe a flashlight, I believe. And then to get your other guns, so your AR and your shotgun, you will need to do /unrack 1 for the AR and /unrack 2 for the shotgun, I believe. And then once you're done with that scene, I want everyone to rack up their guns again. I don't want to see anyone walking around with their guns normally. They should be all set up in your car, not on your person all the time. Just it's more realistic, and it's just a bit more, fair. So you can't just pull out your gun from nowhere or whatever. That's another point actually. Quick drawing, I think it's called. People just take their gun out of nowhere, like their pistol. If you've got someone pointing a gun to your head, you generally wouldn't pull out a pistol straight away and be able to shoot them straight in the head. You need to use fear RP, what means that you fear for your own life, and although you're serving your country, you need to respect your own country.
If someone's putting a gun at your head, you need to comply and listen to what they're saying, otherwise you're gonna die. It's just how it is, you're gonna die. But when they do that, that's why you have a panic button, right? If your panic button gets pressed and the person, like, it's kind of difficult, because sometimes the officer that, if you're getting kidnapped or aim a gun at your head, you can always, I'm pretty sure you can break RTC to kind of like, they don't do this, don't do that. You get what I mean? Just so you, like, don't speak to the RTC directly, just like have your mic on so that people can hear what's going on. If you get me, and then when you press your panic button, officers should obviously use common sense and, go like code 2 to near the area, because obviously if the person sees that police are chasing them, then, you could be completely fucked. So police will probably end up following the person to where their destination is, and then assisting you, because obviously you'll get fucking shot straight up or you'll be used as a hostage in a very, very difficult situation. But obviously every single scene just is like, every scene's different, so you kind of use your brain.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, just remember fear RP. Although you are protecting the country, you do actually have a life yourself that you need to hold on to. Don't just be like, oh, I'm just another person. It doesn't matter if I get shot. Liam, can you message Galad for me instead? We're also going to be bringing in. There are also no excuses if you fail to comply with fear RP. That could result in a strike, because that's unfair on the civilians as well. Even though they're holding a gun at your head, out of RP, you need to actually respect the rules that we have in the server. What is fear RP? And remember, please don't quick draw or whatever it's called out of nowhere. It at least takes a second, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds to actually pull your gun out, let alone pointing it at someone straight at someone's head. Especially if you're turned around as well with your hands up. That's just don't even do that. I've seen that before. If anyone's got any more points to that, just PTS in general for me. Did I clear up everything you wanted me to say, Jackson? Promotions are last, Gavin. Everyone will be first aid trained soon. I'm not sure exactly, but I've noticed, and including myself, that when you get on scene and there's someone dead on the ground or whatever, you don't really know what to do. So I'm going to be trying to get everyone first trained, and that will be a requirement for everyone.
A lot of people tend to just get pulse, and then if they're dead, they don't know what to do. So we're also going to go above and beyond other departments with first aid training. So other servers and stuff, they just like check pulse or CPR and stuff. You know what I mean? We're going to go above and beyond with much more realistic training. So you guys are going to have to probably either do the advanced training, or you're going to have to do first aid training. But one of them, one or the other, you're going to have to do.
And then I might make a further further first aid course as well, a bit like advanced training, because I know there's some officers in the field that have more advanced training on medical than the regular officer, but that's a little bit more rare or uncommon. A big thing that I have really annoys me is when you've shot a suspect, and then you'll either care to the suspect first, or you'll just walk off to the officer. So if you shoot a suspect and they're on the floor or whatever, you need to go up to them. You need to go up to them and you need to secure them. So that means basically taking their gun or taking their weapon and cuffing them. If you don't cuff them and all that, they could just wake up or whatever and shoot you in the back whilst you're tending to another officer. So what every officer should do, if they can, is make sure the suspect is cuffed and the weapon is secured. Then you can go straight to the officers. But when there's someone downed, the officer is always the priority. If you go to the suspect first, say there's only 2 officers on scene, one's been shot, you go to that officer first before dealing with that suspect. Unless obviously that officer can look after himself, but if he's laying half dead on the ground, you need to deal with him first, no matter what state the suspect. So please do that. I don't want a mass amount of officers dying just because the suspects are more important, because they really are. I think we talked a bit about the further training. That would just be things like driving training, shooting training, first aid, advanced training, stuff like that. Just basic furthers, really. Nothing too much. But that would definitely help you if you get that tag. That would definitely help you.
Hello? Look. Am I lagged out or is Charles stopped talking?
You stop.
Charles, stop talking.
Anyone else just thought they'd fucking randomly lagged out?
Ja,
Um,
straks.
can I say something real quick, Claude, before Charles continue?
Hold on. What was he on about?
I wanted to say something about sub-departments.
What was he on about?
I don't know.
Right, sorry about that. I was on about the further training stuff. I just finished up with that.
Okay, I want to add something. So, as you may not know, we are currently working on creating a very, very detailed standard operating procedure. So, I want every single state trooper to, I want you guys to write me a introduction. So, as if you were creating an SOP, you don't need to make it extremely detailed, since obviously I will try my best to get best parts from every single trooper. You know, into, like, you don't have to do this, but doing this will really boost chances of getting promotion. But I'm going to post it in announcements. So I need as much as you can write about an introduction to the San Andreas State Police. The rules of conduct. So what you guys, you know, any sort of rules of conduct you guys have that I could add to them. Like any sort of discipline. If you guys have any ideas about, you know, discipline, communication rules. Try and make it as professional as possible. You know, like if you guys have any, you know, personal, personal experience of communication. What else? The use of vehicles. If you guys have any in-depth uses of vehicles, you know, like such as where things are stored, and stuff. Emergency driving, so that we can do driving courses and help aid officers. If you guys can write as much about each sub-department we have as well, especially sub-department heads, which we'll get onto. Any sort of important information, you have, and anything really else that you have, you can add. Like, if you guys want to tell me the you know, the jobs of each like individual rank. So like commissioner, the job of the commissioner, the deputy assistant, you know, major, commanders, you know, them kind of guys. If you guys want to write as much as you can, just send it to me in DMs if you want, or in the general chat. I don't know, don't mind. But if you guys can just send me as much as you want, as much as you can write about introduction, rules of conduct and stuff, that would be absolutely great. Since you know all the help for the you know SOP, and I'm trying to involve you guys in the creation of the new SOP and stuff. You know, you guys can put as much of your own input, you know, to the SOP. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. If Charles, you want to.
I think you said that one.
God,
Yes, go ahead, Liam.
sorry.
Liam, you can speak. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that, Reginald. Yeah, go ahead, Reginald.
Can they not speak in this channel? Fuck.
No.
All right,
No, I don't.
right.
Oh.
I wanna add something about the driving and the subdivision. Like, cause I see some people driving like maniacs. I see people driving in a 1080. Well, if you're in a 1080 in real life and you drive like that, you'll be dead in 10 seconds. I guarantee you that. I didn't record everything, but I recorded some 1080s, and I saw people drive and I saw people crash and repairing their cars and just move on.
Yes, I can add to the. I can add some like some stuff. If
Yeah,
you
and
crash into a civilian, it doesn't care even if it is Sith,
Like-
or a non-player character. You still have to stop because in real life that would be
Yeah.
a normal person.
Yeah, because I think me and Jackson have the most experience with that. When I hit a civilian, I am like as guilty as a civilian. Like, I'm a police officer, but I'm not above the law.
Yeah.
The first aid and the subdivision, me and Jackson are first aid trained and medical trained. So if you have some medical issues, you can come to me and Jackson. And by the subdivision, I'm gonna make like a fully roster and all that and functions, but I'm gonna make a whole, like, it's not a system, but it's like a really big explanation of what the police force does and what my sub department does. That's what I'm going on about. Right? That was it from my side.
Reginald, if you could send me any of those videos you've got, that'd be brilliant. I could
Yep.
review that.
Tenfold.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't quite understand what you mean, Liam. Do you mean they can help out? People in FD can help with the training? Is that what... Yes, I think I will make everyone do a basic training, basic first aid course. You could probably even teach the FTOs some part of basic training if you're already in FD. But it's a good thing to practice because I need to know. Right, they may be qualified in fire, but I don't know how well they performed in their training in fire. I need to know for my department because my department's my responsibility, and I need to know that everyone is actually well equipped on how to perform first aid. Otherwise, that's my liability, really. So yes, everyone in FD and state police will be getting trained for basic. Right. let's quickly talk about rules of engagement. I hope everyone knows what this is. This is on the SOP, the current one we have. It's one of the most important things probably on there. It basically tells you can't just shoot someone if they're running away from you. You need to try and use a taser, a baton, try and use the correct force. So please don't be trying to shoot an unarmed man that's running past you, or woman. It's probably not a good idea, and it is against the rules. So please be using the correct equipment with trying to engage in RP. Go ahead, Jackson.
Oh, I forgot that I was muted. And you guys have to understand that if you're using a taser and the suspect is in the water, electricity and water is not really good friend. Probably the suspect will die.
Yes. And don't, if you're running into the water, please take off your duty belt or take out your tasers because you probably will electrocute yourself. That's probably not that good. John, that was your cadet badge. You've now changed to your probationary badge. What is 2 Bravo 242? So is that updated on here? Yes. So yeah, it just changed when you bumped up from a cadet up to a probationary. Go ahead, Reginald.
Right, like with the taser use, just as Jackson said, you can only shoot 2 cartridges. I see people shoot people like 6 times with a taser. You cannot shoot someone 6 times with a taser. You can shoot him twice, and then you have to reload your taser. Then you can shoot him twice again, and then you're done. Because you don't have you almost don't have any cartridges. You have 2.
Yeah. And if you need to get more cartridges, that would probably be in your car. I don't know how many would be in a normal car.
I like when my cartridges are up. Like in our country, we don't have standard tasers. We have the K9s. They have tasers, but the K9s have 4 cartridges in the back, in the trunk. I don't know how it is in America or in Germany, but.
Yeah, remember guys, you do have batons that I'm pretty sure you can use to, disable somebody. It works in a very similar way to a taser. That, you can, instead of tasing someone, if you run out of taser, you can always just, pull out the baton from your utility belt and
Beat the shit.
But when you're using a baton, please do not use excessive force on people. One, to disable them and make them fall over is absolutely enough.
Yes, that would be kind of judged on what you've done to them so far. If you've tased them twice, say, sort of unlikely. Don't go, or shot them once, they're probably very low on health. So if you whack them around the head with a baton, it'll probably knock them out. If that happens, obviously take them to EMS or get an ambulance out. Vehicles. So I've heard a few reports of people going off-road in a Crown Victoria. Now, I mean, going off-road on a dirt road, so like the one off of Marina Drive, is alright, but you have to keep to a 30 to 40 mile an hour limit, no higher. But you can't go up a cliff or a mountain in a Crown Vic. They are more Tahoes and Explorers that can go up them. Because obviously, realistically, you can't go up a mountain in a very low down car that's meant for road. Another point of cars is radar script. I don't know if we still have 2 radar scripts, but we still have Control M. Do we still have those 2 scripts?
I think it's Control M.
Yeah, didn't Kiko add in another one a long time ago?
Yeah, I don't know what it is though. I think we just use Control M. I've got to go eat, guys. So I won't be able to speak because I'll join on my phone.
Exactly what Russ said about going up. Control W for the other one. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, it might be like F4 or something. I can't remember. But the basic one, the less advanced one, is Control M. You can set that up how you want. I generally set it up for facing the same lane of traffic is going to be the same, and then the rear is going to be opposite lane of traffic. Personally, that works best for me. Oh yeah, F5, Gavin said, was the other menu. But that's a little bit more
It has been
complex.
taken out.
Oh, has it? Oh, so yeah, we only have the Control M1. What's the basic one? So I'd like to see everyone using that.
Hello.
Yeah. I said that. Recently, activity has been amazing. This week or last week, we hit 60 hours in one day. We're hitting around 20 hours each day, so that's very impressive. So yes, also with duty times, we've introduced a new way of doing things. You need to go onto the Google Forms sheet and enter in your duty times like that. We might change up the final box because we think there's a slight glitch there. But apart from that, just please use that instead of the duty times channel in Discord. And please make sure you actually log it because we've noticed a few people haven't logged. All right, give me a second. Ollie, can you carry on for me? 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Alright. So we were just going over the duty times. Obviously, if you guys don't know where to find it, typically it will be in kind of dotted around all over the place. But at the moment, you can find it in patrol logs. And you just need to make sure you do it, because obviously if we can't see that you've done your logs, we can't see that you've been active, hence meaning that you won't either get promotions or etc, etc. So you'll miss out on some opportunities if you don't. But now everybody knows about it. I'd like to see as many people as we can doing that. Okay, so ranks, you can use weapons. I'm not sure if this is already covered because I had to go for a second. Please let me know in the chat if this has already been covered, guys. But so stuff about ranks, you can use weapons at. So we see lots of people. Is that already covered? All right, sweet. So correct vests, have we gone over that, guys? Alright, sweet. So for the vests, obviously, well, mainly we see people rocking around in the police ones. We just need to confirm that it is the state police. I think it's just simply written on the back. We do need to just use that, as that's the EUP one we like to use. It's on durable 6, and we are required to use this one at the moment because well, not sure why, but we use it as, well, we are state police. Police is just, it's all kind of messed up. It like merges through your t-shirt and just shit like that, so that's all good. So if everybody could just, if you have got the police one on, don't worry about it, just get it changed up. So I say it's durable 6, and that should sort you out and you won't get picked up for it, because if you see you rock around the police one, obviously we're going to have to pick you up for it because it isn't the correct vest. People use the wrong call signs in game. So obviously if you're an officer or admin, etc., we like you to have your call sign from via Steam, I mean, so it changes in game, because we have random people just running around, like I can't remember exactly, but so we have loads of people running around that are kind of random names, for example, Black Wolf, sorry to use an example. But so that isn't like the actual call sign. So people sometimes get confused with how many cops are on, how many admins are on, etc., etc. So we just need to clarify it up. So if you are an officer, if you could be so kind to go and change your Steam name so that people in game, obviously you don't need to keep it like that the whole time, just while you're in game on duty, etc. If you're not on duty, doesn't really matter, you can have whatever you want, but just while you're on duty, just make a note of kind of people might get confused or underestimate how many people are online, hence maybe not want to RP because there aren't enough cops on, etc. So while you're on duty, if you could quickly just pop your call sign and name exactly as it's written in Discord pretty much to your Steam name, which is perfect, so everybody knows who's who, and it will just make it look a lot neater in the server and it'll look more professional. So sub-departments are a big thing. So once you get past, I think for most sub-departments it's senior trooper, I want to say most sub-departments start at. So once you hit senior trooper, you can go to start applying for sub-departments as you please. So that's always good to have a bit more experience under your belt, etc. And everybody loves a good kind of unmarked vehicle or bike or anything like that. Just spices up the RP a little bit if you want to change. Go ahead, Jackson.
K9 is currently Trooper Plus. That means Trooper can already apply for K9.
Yep, cool. So there we go. So there's already one that you can definitely join. And so my undercover, we're yet to discuss it, but undercover is probably going to be from senior trooper. Air support is also senior trooper.
Yeah, CSI, same traffic.
Yep, cool. So that should be good. Obviously, we want as many people in we can as sub-departments as well, because the more training you have, the kind of more valuable you are to the force. So just people that are getting promotions today from trooper, etc. Just be aware that the whole rank of sub-departments is out there that you can. We'd love to have more people in sub-departments because it's always good. Yeah. So have we gone over rules of engagement, guys? Jackson, because I was away for a little bit.
What again? I was listening.
Have we been over rules of engagement, etc.?
Yes, yeah, we have.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry guys, I went away and I didn't hear quite all of it. Vehicles off-roading, were we gone over that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were. That a Cranberry can't go that
Yeah,
fast.
cool.
10,000 miles an hour on sand.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So this is one for, quite a big one. So as new rules we put in, typically we didn't allow dual clan of any sort. So now we've changed it, so you can dual clan as much as you want, even as LEO, until you hit the rank corporal, and then we shut it off completely. And so also we'll let you know beforehand if you're lance corporal, etc., that you're about to get a promotion. So if you want this promotion, you need to kind of quit any other server. So that's all good to go. So just make sure, obviously if you are above corporal, if you're dual clanning, it isn't allowed, as you should already hopefully know and not be doing. So Jackson, can you mute your mic please, mate?
Oh, oops.
So good, mate. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So it's now allowed, so if you guys want to go and play on other servers, obviously this one's probably better, so you should probably start on this one. But obviously, if you want to go and play on other servers, you are more than welcome to. And but please inform us if you are going to, so we can keep a stat on your name. So if you do get to the corporal or above, we can always let you know that you're about to reach that rank, sort of thing. What's up, Bill?
You don't have any sort of high responsibilities as a just a low rank as like a trooper. You don't have really many responsibilities such as document work, and you don't really have many responsibilities in that way. So that's why we're allowing you to do this. This doesn't mean that you can do less duty time. You still have to do the amount of duty time. What the hell? Did anyone else just say that?
No.
What the hell? I just like left and joined a million times with myself. But did you guys hear what I said?
Yeah, I've most of it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reconnect my PC now, by the way.
Alright, that's cool. Okay. If I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that's all of the kind of points that we wanted to talk on. Glad if you could confirm that.
As I said before, though, can you guys look at announcements? Introduction, rule of conduct, discipline, communication, use of starting vehicles, emergency driving, subdivision, and any more important information. I'm going to add something now. It will be about the. Hold on a minute. The department organization and like the roles of each officer, like rank. If you guys want to write about that as well, just write as much as you can to me in DMs, please. I can, type it up in the SOP.
Okay. Glad, were you here the entire time? Do you know what we've spoken about?
Well, yes and no. I've been doing the SOP.
Oh, okay. Is there any main points otherwise that you can see on the thing that's all good? Reginald, go ahead.
Is there anything important that I need to know? Because I have like a small emergency.
No, pretty much from now is like promotion, so I'll let you know. I'll just DM you it.
Yeah, just tell me if you want to. Then if I'm becoming something, you can do it, and then.
We talk about adding friends to the server in SASB?
Negative.
I don't know. No, then.
That's on there. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure what points we want on that, but.
Yeah, no, neither. I think that was Tommy.
Yeah.
Where did Tommy go?
But Reginald, if you need to go off, congratulations, you got promoted to trooper, buddy. So well done that.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too, mate.
You too, man.
Bye bye.
Good one, mate. 6 o'clock. That sounded like Cameron. What the fuck?
You're just Cameron.
Alright, yeah, I'm not sure quite what Tommy wanted to add on that. I guess just the fact of if you have friends that play 5M, obviously we want to try and boost the server as much as we can, get as many people in. So if you do have friends that play 5M, just do your best, try and invite them, just coax them in for a bit of RP, and hopefully they'll stay and we can improve it.
I think another point you might have had is like on the server you can't treat your friends higher than random stirs, so you can't just like say, oh, I just want to gel you because you're my mate. You have to still treat every single person as you don't know them.
Yeah. So no, Liam, promotions haven't happened yet, mate. I'm pretty sure that's all of that stuff sorted up.
Maybe wait for Charles. Where is he?
Lad.
Yeah.
Now you've removed the Tesla. That noise has stopped. I think it was the Tesla, and I think you.
Maybe.
Did you which Tesla did you remove? Did you just remove the Tesla Model X?
We not talk about them kind of issues in the meeting.
So.
Yep. Definitely my best input. Thank you, Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how he wants to deal with promotions, etc. So we should probably wait till he gets back. So guys, if you need, have a quick pit stop, go grab a drink or go to the toilet, whatever. You should be all good to go.
Please don't leave. Thank you.
David, go ahead.
Just want to add to what Reginald said. He's not here, but the taser stuff. after you tase someone, obviously they're gonna hit the floor. You know, they're gonna get up. You know, if they have the guns in the hand, it's still gonna be in the hands. So like, give them command and give them some time to put it away. You know, with their hands up on the knee. You know, go down to your knees and stuff. So just like, as soon as they get up, don't just like instantly tase them again, because that's just unrealistic. And as you said, you need to you only have 2 cartridges, so you can't be shooting more than 2. You know, just pulling cartridges out of your asses and shit. You can't be doing that.
If someone's getting up after 2 tasers and you can't physically tase them anymore, contact a staff member. At that point, I'm pretty sure we should just allow you to have 1 more cartridge. If they're obviously breaking the rules,
Yeah.
you know, getting up after 2 tasers, you know, like if they get up after the first one and you forced to tase them again, as if they're like, you know, running around like a fucking lunatic, you know what I mean? Like as if they're not RPing it, then just keep tasing them until they RP it, because sometimes they don't RP it. But obviously what we mean is if they get tased and then they start like trying to get away, IRL is a chance. Yeah, there's a chance you can die if you get tased more than once. But the thing is about this is people break rules and take advantage, which is take advantage of the game engine. So we're just allowing you to tase them more than once if they get up and start sprinting off again. Do you know what I mean? After like 2 seconds.
Yep.
So that's the only time you'll ever be allowed to do that. And make sure you get a staff member to you, so that they can watch you as you're tasing them and stuff, and watch the person fill up.
Yeah, just another note on tasers and stuff. I've seen a lot of people not kind of announce before they're going to tase. Obviously, you need to announce to the officers around you that you're about to use your taser, by simply just saying taser, taser, taser. Obviously, don't do that. There might be confusion for a gunshot or whatever, and it might get all kind of hectic for a bit, thinking no shots fired or anything like that, because tasers are loud and they probably sound pretty scary when you don't know it's about to come. So if everybody could just try and announce before they use the taser, it's literally just 3 words, just taser, 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 and yeah, so just try and do that as much as you can, because obviously it might spook officers around you or be interpreted as a gunshot or something like that.
Yeah. Could I also add a little bit to what Oli said? After you said taser, 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 if you've hit them successfully, then just say taser successful, or taser good. So like, so the officer next to you doesn't like tase him again if he's already tased. So.
Yeah, sorry for the wait, guys. We're just waiting for Charles before we can do the promotions.
Oh, sorry, you've been sitting here to do promotions this time?
No, we've been talking and stuff about stuff, but we didn't want to go on to the promotions without you, so.
Oh, you could have done that. That was perfectly fine. Was everything discussed? Did anyone have any questions to anything?
Nope.
Yeah, PTS now, guys. PTS.
If anyone's got any questions to anything that's been said previously, please put PTS and you can ask any.
Jesus Christ, why do I cough so much after eating? Because now I always cough after eating and it makes me feel like people are going to laugh at me for chugging.
I hope everyone understands how they're using their firearm, I guess. That's what you were discussing. Anyway, we can move on to promotions now. I don't want to take up any more of anyone's time. Thank you for all waiting by. So, if you don't get promoted and you don't know why you didn't get promoted, please DM me. I sort out all the promotions and we can have a little meeting and discuss why you didn't get promoted. Because I'm happy to give any reason for you to improve or to work with anything out. Okay. Or DM Chalice, but I don't mind who you want to DM. So at Trooper, we've got Jackson P. He's been promoted from probationary. Can we get someone to change the Discord and database for me, please?
I'll change database.
Thank you. I'll do Discord then. So congratulations, Jackson.
Fuck yeah!
Your badge number will be. I'll wait for Ollie to do that. Next we got Reginald going to Trooper from probationary. congratulations.
He has been told before he
Oh.
left.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Well, congratulations. Johnny C. To Trooper from probation. Congratulations. Did you change? Right, your badge number, Jackson, is 224. I'll just change that for you. Next on the list, we have Johnny B. going to be Trooper. Congratulations from coming from probationary to Trooper. Next, we have Senior. Oh, no, sorry. We've got Victor becoming a Trooper as well. Congratulations on
Guys,
his
can you
help.
please not leave until the meeting is fully over? Just because you hear your name getting a promotion doesn't mean it's over. We can still always have something at the very end to talk about. So please, could you stay in until we stay specifically that just because a few people are leaving.
Then we have Sonny S to Trooper as well. Congratulations. After that, we've got Senior Troopers. We've got David J and Russ B being promoted to Senior Trooper. Gavin, who had to leave, he's Lance Corporal now. Promotion from Senior Trooper. Then we've got Jackson B, who's going to be becoming a Corporal from Lance Corporal. And then finally, we've got Ollie becoming a Sergeant. Becoming a Sergeant. So congratulations everyone on your promotions. Again, if you're not happy with the promotion, you didn't receive one, please speak to us. We're happy to work it out for you and get anything sorted with you because we don't want people getting upset. But congratulations on everyone. If anyone's got any questions about anything generally or anything, can't say the word, specifically.
Specific.
Specific.
Yeah, there you go.
You quite
you can, or you can DM any of us. Remember, try and use chain of command. I don't know if that got brought up in the meeting. So basically that means if you go to page 7 on the database, sector 7, sectors, you've got if you're a trooper, senior trooper, or probationary, you will report to a lance corporal. The lance corporal will then report to a corporal, and then it will go up to sergeant and all the way up to the top like that. I will be making the adjustments on that shortly after the meeting. If anyone's got any questions, I'll get all your call signs sorted and I'll DM you all your call signs. If I don't, just look on the database and you might need to change it yourself. But I'll try and get that all changed for you. If anyone needs to add anything, Lad, you got anything to add?
I don't think so.
Chalice, you got anything to add? Or I don't know if you can speak. DM me if you got anything. Ollie, you got anything?
No, good mate.
Jackson, anything?
Oh, no.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, good. Yeah, Chalice is fine for questions, I believe. Oh yes, we're open. I don't know if this was already said. We're going to be opening a new sub-department. It's going to be speed enforcement. Did you say it was? I don't know if that's what you meant.
Yeah, there's speed enforcement.
Speed enforcement. We're going to get some new fast vehicles in. I think we're getting a Mustang in, I believe. I'm not too sure yet. We've got
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini as well. Obviously, you can apply. Obviously, you can apply to the departments, sub-departments, and then you'll either get accepted or denied for that. I'm not sure. We haven't really set up anything. We don't have an SOP database, or we don't have the rank you can join yet. It's still in early days. Hopefully, it might be done by the end of this week. Fingers crossed. Liam, I'll speak to you after this, if that's all right with you. Yeah. If anyone's got any questions, PTS. Otherwise, when Glad's ready, we can dismiss.
We'll give it like 5 minutes. BTS.
Yeah.
5 minutes, yeah, it's enough time for you know, people to think about questions. If it's a stupid question, ask it anyway. Other people might think. Other people might want to know the answer as well, or how stupid it is.
Thank you for that graph. Russ.
The state police probably won't be getting any Driftville car.
Thank you for the offer as well, Russ, about the first aid book. That's been much appreciated. Yes, we've got a Ford Shelby and an AMG and a Porsche 911.
Sorry, it reminded me of this here.
Can you express on that, Jackson, for me, please? Yeah, B. No, Jackson B. If you can speak.
What again?
What you messaged me. Well,
I wanted to question how, like, is there a possible way that you can manage two sub-departments?
We'll see, but I prefer
if you can do it well.
But I personally want people to be only managing one department, mostly because I want your time dedicated to one certain area, not over two certain areas. But if we're lacking people, yes, but at this point I don't think we will be. I think we'll be alright for the moment. But especially when people start moving up and we get higher up people, we can relieve some of the power from us, state command, being heads of departments and handing that down to other people. But generally, yes, I would like people to be in one department. Eventually, obviously, as we get more people, as I said, it will just be one person running a department. Any questions are real good. I feel like we're all alright for the moment.
We say this every single time, and it doesn't always happen. This time I want to actually see it happen, please. There is 17 people in here. There is 11 people, 12 people in game. I want to see all of you, or if you're on your PC right now, I want to see you on the server, please. And I want to actually see at least 4 to 5 officers going into RTC, please. I always ask for this, and it never we never really see it. So if you guys could, when we dismiss you all, you actually did that. Anyone else got anything to say?
Native.
Can you repeat that last question? The last statement, I didn't hear it.
I said everyone who's on the actual PC right now, can you all get into the server, please? Is that what you want about?
Yeah.
Liam, that would be great. Thank you, actually. Do dispatchers clock their time as SASP as well, though?
No, they're communication department. They're a different department to us, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still doing communications as thingy, so I was wondering because
who
he's set as
talking about?
inactive, so...
Who's
Just
this
Liam,
talking about?
just...
Oh.
Because I just don't want him to be classed as inactive if he's going to provide realism for us all.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Alpha, shut up, the 18 charge is not broken.
I just typed 18 charger in the spawn and it didn't fucking work, so.
It does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Fucking doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Oh my god, that's my favorite.
Okay, glad. Okay.
I'm fucking annoyed. No.
Right, I'm just gonna. You can unmute yourself when you calm down. I think, in your case, I will allow it, Liam. So yeah, put those clock times in for me. And we'll discuss about the stuff later.
Who's the head of civilian operations again?
Gavin. He's not in here at the moment.
Oh, yeah, I have to speak to you then about that. Other question, when do we do the staff meeting? Because it should be now.
We can do that in a little bit.
Jesus Christ, this meeting's gone on for an hour?
Half an
Yes.
hour.
Oh,
No, it has been going on for an hour. Sorry, everybody. We're taking
yeah,
up enough
shit.
bloody.
Yeah.
You're all glad? Is everyone alright to go now?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Jackson.
I will say it is completely okay that you held us in for an hour because information. I mean, come on, we need it.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
to be honest with you, the people that have stayed throughout the hour, which is most of you,
Exactly.
like you guys would probably, it kind of just shows the dedication to the department and how much the server actually means to you, in your day-to-day life. Because obviously your day-to-day life is only 24 hours of the day, so an hour, an hour of the day, it shows. And I'm gonna preach a bit here, but is that the right word, preach? What the fuck is the word? Is it preach?
I'd say the right word was preach. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What does preach mean before I make a fool of myself? No, it's fucking
Jackson,
not.
mute your mic, Jesus, you're like typing like mental.
But I just want to let you guys know that this, as the commissioner, as the owner, means a lot to me. Just to see today that we hit 14 state police just online on Discord, you guys don't understand that shit like that, you know what I mean, is just a little achievement to me. I use stuff like the state police that's showing online on Discord as like a guide to know how well it's doing and how big we're getting. So it means a hell of a lot to me that you guys would actually take time out of your day to come on the server and dedicate time on it. And you guys can probably see from my point of view, it's actually crazy because it's the first server I've ever owned, and I fucking love it to bits. You know what I mean? Like every single one of you has all joined, and when you join, you just change the server itself. Every single one of you has an impact on the server, and you all help. Go on, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster, but I haven't seen my call sign being updated yet.
Oh no, I'm doing it because Ollie is very incapable of actually updating a database.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, I'm doing it, Trump.
Glad. Can we do the staff meeting then? Because I really have to go.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Yeah. I'm on the haze.
If anyone's got any questions, if anyone's got any questions, just DM your supervisor.
Oh
Keep
shit!
maturity.
Oh shit! That's the point. That's the point. I just realised. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Quick point, Glad. Quickly.
Right. You guys, please. Who's the new sergeant again? Ollie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I thought. Guys, speak to who the fuck is in the right? Okay, we had a lot of promotions, so I need to check the actual positions real quick. If you guys go on the roster sectors, if you have any questions and you are lower than a lance corporal, go to Jackson. Jackson, if you have a question, go to Ollie. Yeah, guys, understand?
It'll all get organised, so check later on in the afternoon.
Yeah, it will all be organised, but make sure you just go to the person that's a higher rank than you, just a higher rank than you, because you will be very, very surprised by how much they can actually do to help you. They can do a lot to help you, right? And I don't want to see any of you guys messaging me because I'm a very, very busy person. I've been doing a lot of college work and I've been Obviously, I'm working on an SOP right now, which would be over like 60 pages. We're gonna have two SOPs. We're gonna have an easier one and an actual SOP with every fucking thing in it. But I'm working on a massive SOP right now and stuff like that. So if you guys could, Cameron's no longer here. Got to tell you guys about that. Cameron has been permanently banned from the server.
Why?
Since he had joined the blacklisted community, once told to leave, rejoined and lied to SMT's face about not being in that community when he is a staff member in the blacklist. Yeah. That's the thing. If you guys are in a blacklisted community, such as OCRP, and then that's the only one. If it's a community with either with Dylan S inside of that community, you need to leave immediately, because they have been racist in our server. They have been recruiting members from our server, stealing from our server, and just trying to destroy the server from the inside. Let's not be racist.
I don't think we're here for this.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you know. So
No, but like,
as an owner, I'm just letting everyone know, as you're all here right now, that it is a blacklisted community. I think that's it. Oh shit! I thought about one more thing. I remember what it was.
We could, if you can't.
Yeah,
remember, we
I'll
could
just make an announcement. Right, you guys go. Everyone, you're dismissed.
on duty, all of you.
On server on duty.
Oh no, basically we're.
I can't go to.
Holy shit!
Stop.
Promotion! I'm logging onto the server now.
Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys!